These are our area of a triangle notes. So, a triangle is a three-sided figure with three vertices. So lots of types of triangles, but they always have to have three sides and basically three corners. When it comes to a triangle, the base is one of the sides of your triangle. And the height is a line that's perpendicular to that base. Perpendicular means that they're going to meet at a 90-degree angle. When we show perpendicular lines, in most shapes we put this perfect square in the corner. So it does always, if you look for that perfect square, you'll always know which two sides you're looking for. The formula to find the area of a triangle is base times height divided by 2. So that formula, base times height, should look familiar because that was the formula we used for finding the area of a rectangle. But now we're going to divide it by 2 to get the area of the triangle. To explain why that is the formula, we're actually going to go to the bottom. So we're going to come back to that practice here in a little bit. So down here it says create a rectangle around each triangle. Use the vertices given as corners and then fill in the table. Table is spelled wrong, but here we are. Okay, so in triangle A it says trace the triangle and then use that to complete a new rectangle. So in triangle A, the base is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 units. The height is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 units. So base times height is 30. If the triangle is half of that base times height, then the area of our triangle is 15. If you look here at the model, you can see if I shade in this part with the A, now half of that rectangle is purple. So every triangle is actually half of a rectangle, which is where the formula comes from. Triangle B, same thing. We're going to trace the red lines they gave us, and then we're going to go down and around to create the other side. So in this triangle, the base is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The height is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So the area of the rectangle is 70 because base 10 times 7 is 70, and half of that is 35. Now, the other reminder, the reason these are the base and the height is because they make this perfect square in the corner. So you're always looking for straight lines that make that 90-degree angle. Just like with our parallelogram, we are not using the slanted lines measurement when it comes to area. So let's take a look at the 4 practice questions we were given. So in triangle number 1, same thing. Our formula is going to be base times height divided by 2. Our base and our height have to meet in a perfect 90-degree angle. So there's our perfect corner. It's made up of 8 and 6. So our base is 6, our height is 8, and then we're going to divide that by 2. So 6 times 8 is 48. 48 divided by 2 means our area is 24 inches squared. With any area, you have to remember to put that exponent of 2 because we're talking about the space inside the shape. For triangle number 2, they gave us lots of numbers. But again, we want the numbers that make up this perfect corner. We don't want numbers on slanted sides. So if we trace the lines that make up the perfect corner or that 90-degree angle, we're going to use 6 and 9. You can also tell that 14 and 8 are on slanted lines. We don't want those. We want straight lines only. So the area formula is still base times height divided by 2. The base of this triangle is 9. The height is 6. And then we're going to divide it by 2. 9 times 6 is 54. And 54 divided by 2 means the area of this triangle is 27 nope, not inches, 27 centimeters squared. Our third triangle, they only gave us 2 lines, so that helps with which numbers to multiply, but they did turn it. So remember, it doesn't matter where they are, you're just looking for the lines that make up that perfect 90 degrees angle. So we have our same formula, base times height divided by 2. In this triangle, the base is 20 and the height is 11. And then we're going to divide that by 2. 20 times 11 is 220 divided by 2. So the area of this third triangle is 110 millimeters squared. Our last triangle, they gave us all the numbers. So again, we're looking for a base and a height that meet at a perpendicular 90-degree angle. So we can find that perfect square right here, the 2 straight lines that make that up, and we can cross out the numbers on the slanted lines because we don't want to use those. So we have a base of 12, a height of 4. We're going to divide that by 2. 12 times 4 is 48. 48 divided by 2 means this triangle has an area of 24 units squared. So to recap, when finding the area of a triangle, you are not using slanted lines. Your base and height must be perpendicular, and you always have to divide by 2 because it is half of the rectangle.